Hey there, I want to let you into a little secret. Did you know on Carnivore, we never count calories? I've been on Carnivore now for 9 months and seen just amazing results with my Carnivore diet, but I have never once ever counted calories, and yet I have lost about 45 pounds. Thereabouts. So I've had a remarkable run with this, but the good news is you don't count calories. I have a simple goal for this video, and that is that by the end of this video you will have a really good understanding of why counting calories is the wrong way to go, not just with carnivore but with any diet. So first of all, let me explain to you what is wrong with counting calories. Well, it should be obvious. If you're like me, you have tried every other diet under the sun and found that they all work. Yes, they did all work, but you eventually gave in to starvation and hunger, because any diet that puts calories in and calories out as the method of measuring things is going to put you in a fight with hunger, and you're never going to win that fight. In fact, you'll only hold out as long as your willpower does. Folks, I want you to hear this. If you hear nothing else today, the model that they gave us, that calories in have to be less than calories out, in other words, that you should eat less and move more, it doesn't work. It assumes that calories in and calories out are totally independent of each other. And that's just not true. They are totally dependent upon one another. Not only does it not work, but it makes your life miserable. You imagine you've got to measure every calorie. You've got to get a chart out. You've got to have a calculator. You've got to have a notebook. You've got to be writing everything down. And it's just a whole lot of trouble, and it's going to achieve absolutely nothing but frustration. Of course, another problem with it, and I won't go into any details here, but it assumes that all calories are equal. So a calorie of chocolate is just as equal to a calorie of steak, and that is just not true. Now, here's where we get to the fact as to why carnivore is different. It really is different. As I said, you don't have to count a calorie. I've never counted a calorie, and either has any carnivore that I know of on this way of eating. We don't count calories because we can eat as much as we want, because we are eating the most nutrient-dense food on the planet. We are eating meat, and meat has every single nutrient that we need in it, especially if you're including some eggs, some electrolytes, and some organ meats. You get every nutrient you need in meat, and it is just so delicious. I tell you what, if I have a bowl of vegetables, which I haven't done for a long time, but if I did, I really enjoy them, but after I've eaten them, I'm still hungry, and I want more. It's the same with any carbs or any of the junk food that we've eaten in the past. But you know, when you have a piece of meat, you know you've eaten something. It's so satiating, and you feel so full. And because you're not having all of those carbs, your insulin is not going up and down like this, and your blood sugar is not going up and down like this. And that has tremendous benefits for your brain and for things like prediabetes and insulin resistance and all of those things that we know so much about these days. It's just so important. Just eating meat will just stabilize everything and make you feel fantastic. You'll have more mental clarity. You'll have better mental health. You'll feel fantastic. You'll lose weight, you'll get rid of lifelong conditions. I mean, it just has so many pluses, this carnivore diet. And it just makes everything so simple. On carnivore, you know, shopping is really simple. We went shopping today to do a fortnight's food, let me get that right, 2 weeks. And all we went was to our butcher, and we were in and out in a matter of minutes. So shopping is very simple. Cooking is simple. Preparation is simple. The cleanup is very simple. Everything is simple on carnivore. It's such a simple diet. And you know what you do on carnivore? You learn to listen to your body. In other words, your body will tell you when it needs food and when it is full. You know, I would have laughed at that once and not been able to understand it at all. But I can tell you now that if I am eating say a steak, for example, I can tell you the very mouthful when my body will say, you've had enough, you're full. And I know to stop then, even if there's food still on my plate. And I do stop. And because you feel full. And so you eat until you are comfortably full. No calories, no portion sizes. Just eat until you are comfortably full and then you stop. And when you're hungry again, you eat. You don't need snacks in between. You don't need anything else, just good satiating meat. You can add some eggs and a little bit of dairy if that's what you want to do. But look, folks, this carnivore diet, it just works. I have heard hundreds, literally hundreds of stories from people in my age group, I'm 68, who have changed their life on this carnivore diet. I want to encourage you to start. Forget about the scales for a while, forget about counting calories, and just eat meat and see what happens. Look, give it a try. It's a new year, you've got a new start, and you can do this. So give it a try for 90 days, well, at least 30 days. And give yourself a test and say, I'm going to do this. I recently released an ebook of some 10 chapters, and every chapter covers a different aspect of losing weight on the carnivore diet, and every chapter is linked to a video on my YouTube channel. And it's a great workbook. It will help you work through this thing, and it has a shopping list and all sorts of extra information in it. I will leave a link in the description to that, and you can have a look at that and the other things that I made. I've got a website set up now. But look, folks, you've really got to try this. You can change your life. You can make 2025 the year that you turn your life around with this marvelous carnivore diet that just works. Look, just try it. Have a try, have a go, see how you can do. Look, join our Facebook group, The Carnivore Pensioner. I will see you on the next video. And until then, if you're on this diet already, keep telling your story, because we want more and more people to learn this way of eating and to really change their life. God bless you and see you soon.